Wanderers, welcome to episode 201.
What?
Season 2, episode 1. Back and better than ever because we didn't take a week off. We just celebrated a 1-year anniversary and we roll into year 2. That's just how we do it. We're blue collar around here, no matter what Big Mace says. Before we jump into today's episode, I want to just give you a little friendly reminder here in year 2. First off, if you're not watching us on YouTube, go on over to YouTube, hit subscribe. If you are watching on YouTube, go ahead and make sure you're subscribed to the show. We're also on all social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Go ahead and give us a little check. All you got to do is type the Wondering Dutchmen into the search bar, and you will more than likely find us. With that being said, today's episode 201, is brought to you by our friends at the Gaslight Pizza and Grill. Guess what, Smoke?
What's that?
That's it. That's the ad read.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, the Gaslight.
Well, moving on then.
Yep, here we are. But I'm kidding, of course. We all know the Gaslight, and if you don't, I suggest you make a trip up to historic 4th Street in Huntingburg and check them out. The home to great appetizers, delicious entrees, sandwiches from the grill, and of course, their world-famous hoagies and pizza. I'm hungry just reading the ad. Did you know that the Gaslight also offers up bar catering and fundraising for local organizations? John and the boys do it all. And you know what else they did? They allowed us to host a hell of a shindig up there on October 28th. It was a blast. We all had fun. And we hope you had fun. And we hope we get to do it again. A big thank you to the Gaslight Pizza and Grill for bringing you this week's episode of the Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smokers Lounge.
The Wandering Dutchman.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah.
Here we go. Back and better than ever. For reference, today is October 27th. This will be airing on November 3rd. We are here in Smokers Lounge for season 2. Fellas, you guys look great. You know, you look great. We had season 1. We wrapped on season 1. We rolled right into season 2. You guys look great. You enjoyed the time off, I assume.
It was good. It was real good. Had enough time to take a shower, go to work, and come back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real good. Real good.
Less than 24 hours.
And if that kind of reference flew over your head, we did not take any break. We filmed 152 last night because we lost it in the Gulf. And,
My mom was pissed, by the way.
oh, I heard there was a lot of people upset.
Yeah.
Our buddy at the post office, Jill Killian, was really looking forward to seeing us.
In bikinis.
Yeah, and I may have told her that we could arrange that if she wants for a price. If she wants to see 3 hefty fellas in that kind of
Pair
skimpy.
grape smugglers.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Well, TikTok user 6979er might like it too. Son of a bitch.
Does the back of your legs look like you've getting beaten with a bag full of nickels? Hey, what do you think about my 3/4 sleeve shirt today?
Oh, I thought you just
had it
shrunk it in the
pushed up.
dryer.
No, Justine, I got another load from old Big Al, and he hooked me up with a couple of, it's a Padre, or a San Francisco Giants shirt.
Where's the logo?
It's underneath. I'm double shirting.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Oh,
underneath here. It says, take me
we can't hear you.
take me out to the ball game. Steve.
Oh, I got you.
No chance I'm going to San Francisco.
No. But I like the 3/4 length.
Yeah, I mean,
Justine asked me, she said, what in the hell are you wearing? And I said, what do you mean? She's like, what are you wearing? I said, it's a shirt. Where did you get it? And I'm like, pump the brakes. Your freaking parents' neighbor hooked me up. Big Al.
Yeah, Big Al.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, I just wanted to see who was buying your clothes. I'm
Oh.
like, no, good grief, Grandma.
She's not worried about who you're spending your late nights with, but
No.
whoever brings you a shirt, that's a problem.
Yeah. But
Well,
no.
I think it's kind of, you almost have like a Steve Jobs-isk.
Yeah.
Really, if you
I
look
need
at
a
it,
haircut, though. Bad.
yeah,
I'm
you're looking a
starting
little
to-
shaggy up
yeah.
top. Good thing Maxie's Barbershop
Yeah.
is open on Saturdays. Go ahead and get you a little cut. And the black makes you look slim. I mean, you look great.
Yeah.
You know, look really good.
Feeling a little better
Looking real
today.
good.
Feeling good today.
Well, you were advised about caffeine and alcohol, so it's probably good maybe to enter dry dock. We always used to call it dry dock. Enter dry dock for a little bit.
Are you going to be dry docking tomorrow?
No.
Nice.
Without a chance. I mean, I'm not going to go hard to paint, but I am definitely going.
I think we're gonna end up having to carry him out, Smoke.
That's not true. You're not big enough to carry me.
I know we'd leave your happy ass there.
I better bring my CPAP and keep it in the car.
Yeah, that's probably more likely
I
to
might
happen.
actually drive you guys home if you need it.
Okay.
Honestly, I might.
Well, I think Janelle's gonna be there, so
Where's
I think
your kids in the car?
I don't know where they're gonna be.
That's fine. We'll figure that
I
out.
think they're going to Celestine, so
Oh,
I think I don't know.
yeah.
North.
What?
It's up north.
Up
No, that's
north.
east. That's east.
Kind of northeast.
Yeah. Du Bois, northeast Du Bois.
Du Bois. Yeah. Great place up there.
But so we didn't really get to tie into like how our week was last night. So I guess we can jump right into that if you want. So
We still doing that in season 2?
yeah, I think.
Wait, do we have any big changes in season 2?
I don't think.
Well, the beginning number,
Okay.
that's going to be different.
Yeah.
2. for the
Two
next
instead of 1.
52 weeks.
Yeah, and it's not 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
And then
What did we number the in-depth episodes as?
I don't think we ever numbered them
no,
That's good.
We did.
because we knew we weren't going to do them.
Other big changes for season 2. We're going to have to replace the calendar with the hot chick back there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to replace that because we'll be into 2024. here
We'll have
soon.
to try to get a new calendar.
Yeah. Other than that, I think it's probably going to be about the same.
I mean, we might try to do
We're gonna have to move the glizzy machine off the imaginary fireplace.
yeah. I think we ought to build a hot dog bar.
I was actually
It's
talking
kind of
about
funny that it's in the works, bud.
It's scary sometimes how
I
well
know.
we.
Like
I was
with
thinking that's too much fridge, so maybe get like a big dorm room fridge since I don't use a kegerator anymore.
Yeah.
Build a bar in the corner so the glizzy have a whole hot dog station.
and we'll just have a separate camera just on it the entire time.
You think the Merkley boys would maybe like send over like a bun steamer or?
I'm good with a cold bun.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't. It's no big deal. I mean, I'm okay with that too.
I mean, I like soggy buns.
I'm gonna no comment that either, Dave.
Ooh-wee. But yeah, my week has been kind of, I don't know, been a lot of anxiety flying around this week. Just breaking down the fourth wall. I got some funky heartbeat stuff going on. Went and seen our buddy.
I don't know why that could be. You
I
spent a
know.
week drinking vodka by the half gallon
I know. So
and coffee.
I'm definitely
For a week.
I drink coffee every day.
Yeah, but
Lots of it.
lots of vodka with your lots of coffie.
Yeah, I know. Just shut up, Justine. Okay, let me talk. But yeah, so I'm a little over anxious. Not very motivated to do things, So I've been very lazy this week. Although I did cook a lot. I did a lot of cooking. Threw together a badass pot of chicken and noodles yesterday.
Soup season's over.
That turned out really good.
Yeah, we were not going to do that in season 2.
Yeah.
That's another Wing It White Chili and Casey's One Chili Recipe. So we're
I
a
have
pro.
gotten some input on.
We're a pro chili
Well,
podcast.
I'm just gonna let you know there might be one of the Merkley boys that sent me a message, and he was a little tough on me about soup, and there was some things said, and then I said, well, what's your go-to soup? And of course, it's you take whatever's in the kitchen, throw a little beef. I think he said like beef leg in there, boil like
beef leg.
a beef. I need to look at it.
Yeah, a couple oxtails and some beef bones.
No, it's actually
There it literally is. Like this is so stupid, but do you remember when we got our beef? Did you get any bones with yours?
Yeah.
Or did I get them all?
Let's see. Don't have social media to post, but I have to get it off my chest. Having a recipe for soup is like looking at instructions for sex. You use whatever you have handy and go. You give it all you have. Never the same way twice, but always hits the spot. I feel better now.
Nice. And it's kind of true.
So I said, all right, so what's your go-to soup? Beef vegetable. Always use a couple beef tails and some cross-cut legs. The broth you get from those two are unparalleled.
Yeah. So that's what my father-in-law does. Like with those soup bones, like I give him all the soup bones when we get a half a beef.
That was Bradley, by the way.
And then puts that in and makes puts some aromatics in there with some water.
Oh, yeah.
And basically cooks that down to get a broth. Mm-hmm. And then you strain all that off, and then you've got literally the best beef stock you've ever had.
I've got some beef necks that I need to use.
Beef necks, you say. Wow. That better be a big pot.
Well, I mean, they're chopped up. They're chopped up.
This guy, beef necks?
Well, probably like the...
Neck bones, you mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to come over? We're having beef neck tonight.
Because I even asked him about the beef necks. Necks are fine. They just don't have the collagen value you get from a leg or especially a tail.
I think we're having the big one here, boys.
My soup will make your hair shinier.
Oh, nice.
Because of the collagen.
Yeah, but no, other than that, Raiders took one on the chin tonight, battled it out with the Heritage Hills Patriots, which is a tough loss. Good game to listen to, good game to watch.
Our buddy Curdy G there.
And John,
If I knew John was going to be dying on air, Curdy G should have called one of us.
I told him, I messaged him in like halfway through the third quarter, and I was like, John needs a throat lozenge bad. And he goes, yeah, he's playing hurt, man.
He's playing
hurt.
I tell you what, I think I still get people that are like, hey, when are you guys going to have Kurt back on? When are you going to have Kurt back
It was
on?
an electric interview, dude.
Yeah.
So, funny story, real quick. I know this is one thing I like. Season 2, we're starting fresh. We're just flowing, and this is what I love about it.
Yeah.
Talking to our friends, Brad and Andrea,
Catering by Meyer.
at the football game tonight, and they said, "You're welcome. I gained you a new listener."
Okay.
And we were like, "Oh, that's cool. Who?" And she said, they stopped at the same Buc-ee's as we stopped. See, they were in Panama, Santa Rosa Beach or something. So they were just down
30A, yeah. They were
Yeah.
between Panama and us.
Yeah, they were just down the way from us. On the way back, they stopped at Buc-ee's in Athens, the same one we did.
Yeah.
And he was getting gas. Bubba was getting gas, and he said he just happened to look up and say, "Is that Brian Yost over there?"
I did see where he liked us on YouTube.
So Brian Yost was over there, and they were listening to the Dutchman in the car.
No shit.
And he's like,
Wait, Brad and Andrea or Brian Yost?
Brad and Andrea.
Okay.
And then Bubba says, hey, you need to listen to this episode of this podcast. It's Big Mace and these guys and Casey and Smoke. And he said,
Brian Yost had no idea who I was.
that's okay. But he knows who I was. But
Well,
Bubba's like,
What a self-brag there.
football. We played football together. I was on the scout team. I know you have no idea what's happening right now,
I
but
went to school with a Ben Yost.
but just hope. Just
Same. Hey, cousins. They're cousins.
But anyway, he said we were talking about him with Kurt G about how Yost was probably the best looking dude on the team.
Yeah.
Like he was a good looking guy and everything.
yeah, good
like
looking
that.
cat.
Real
Still
good.
looks great.
Very good
His
looking
YouTube,
dude.
his profile pic on his YouTube, like
Yeah.
still good looking cat.
Sharp. But anyway, he listened to it, said he loved it. Now he's going to strap in. So shout out Brian Yost. Welcome to the
Hey, if you're related to Ben, tell him I said howdy.
welcome to the squad.
Probably not. Smoke, what do you got going on?
It's been a real whirlwind of a shit show of a week. We made it back late Saturday night. So I was home Sunday, unpacking, woke up Monday, went to work, came home Monday night, packed again, left Tuesday morning for Rosemont, Illinois, got back Thursday evening. Then we recorded a whirlwind of an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we are again. So it's just been a busy month, but I'm all in. I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it.
Yeah, I can tell.
Been some good people watching up there in that Chicago neck of the woods.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I loved it too.
Lots of construction going on.
Besides
up
the
there.
fact of the fear of your life when you walk down.
Yeah, but that's
there
what
was
makes
one
it more
time,
exciting.
man. We were up there because Olivia lived up there, and there was a restaurant, which it may be a chain. I don't know if it's a chain or not, but it was called Devil Dogs,
Definitely a chain.
and it was a little shithole in the wall.
Well, it may
The
not be.
7-Eleven.
No, right in the middle of the block, definitely smaller than the lounge, like a shotgun, like real narrow but deep.
It's usually how I go.
Yeah, and the hot dogs there were
Deep. Man, this water's cold.
and deep. That's what Cesar says. God damn, this water is cold and deep. But anyway, this Anthony Bourdain had been to that same restaurant. So
It's Anthony Bourdain, like it's some throwaway name. Go ahead. Sorry.
you know who Anthony Bourdain is?
Yes, he died a couple years ago.
R.I.P.
Yeah, chef.
Yeah, killed himself.
Yeah, well,
Well, wasn't it kind of like a David Carradine thing?
I think it
Probably an accidental.
yeah. It was a handful of stuff that he probably took forever to help him sleep. And he
But
just
anyway,
miscalculated.
Oh,
the
that's-
people watching downtown and like those little shithole restaurants. I could only imagine going to like New York and hitting up those little like bodegas. You know what I mean? Like going in there get a real pastrami or something like that.
Where English isn't even the fourth language spoke there.
Right.
I don't know. I don't think it's very scary up there. But I was in Rosemont. I've been to Chicago a few times for a different trade show.
Southside Chicago's pretty rough.
Yeah,
But
I've not been to Southside Chicago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's when you.
Wrigleyville's kind of a shithole too. And
No, it's not.
yeah, okay, bud.
All right, no worse than St. Louis, pal.
You're right. That's true. That's a fact.
Well, that's all of them there. Yeah. Well, I mean, when we were up in Chicago for the ABCA, I have a buddy that was from Chicago, a DePaul guy, DEPAUL. Some of the local Indiana folk will know DePaul as DEPAUW. This is
W.
Paul with an L. And I texted him where we were staying, and he's like, don't drift too far south. Like, you're right on the edge. He's like, don't go west either, because that's not a great area. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I just, right here in the hotel, there's a little restaurant we may
Like,
go
there
to.
was people, we were talking when we went up there, they're like, hey, you want to ride the L train and go look at Wrigley? And I'm like, no,
Yeah, not a
not a
chance.
friggin' chance. Big fat white dude on the damn, no way. I'm out. No,
Yeah.
I'm not going. I get spooked easy, man. I don't like it.
He was just talking about his anxiety earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough spot.
What you got going on?
Well, I tell you what, getting back. So my wife, when we travel, is a big get back with 2 days to adjust. So we rolled in Friday night. Luckily, we can talk about our travels. I don't know if that's anybody's topic, but we get in Friday night. It was nice to get home. Traffic around Nashville was the only bad spot. Listened to Rhett probably cry for 3 hours. Finally, I just told Janelle, like, we stopped in Owensboro to grab some sandwiches at Penn Station just to eat to get home. And he was still crying. And I said, I don't care if you have to hold him from here to get home, but just grab him. Like, I am done listening to it. Like, just had my fill of the 10-month-old cry. So, but we get back Saturday, just kind of adjusting. Dogs were happy to be home
I bet.
because they were not big fans of the travel. And then, kind of a busy week, just getting back into work. And we had Wednesday night was first night of Holland Basketball League. Got up and down the floor a little bit. Felt pretty good. Did something to my foot, but I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. I'll be okay for week 2. And then I had my annual physical today with friend of the program, Doc Flamian. Jan wasn't there.
I know.
But the lady that drew my blood was still solid. I got a little concerned because I said, hey, right is like Jan's go-to. Like, we just should find it perfect, easy. So she went looking right. And she's like, and I was like, oh, this isn't good. Like, Jan finds on the right. So she goes to the left, and she's like, I think I like the left better. And I was like,
real shaky.
You're the professional. Well, she took a long drag out of her cigarette, put it down.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
God damn.
And then went in. But yeah, so it was good to see our buddy Doc Flamian. Down some pounds.
Had some
which-
good looking shoes on today.
Good sock game as well.
Yeah.
Very good. So it's good to see Doc, but good bill of health. Cholesterol's holding steady. Glucose is down, which I don't know what that means. Like, I guess I'm not as sweet as what I thought, which is okay.
That means your sugar's good.
My sugars are
You ain't
good.
got no diabetes.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Wilford
TikTok.
Brimley.
Wilford Brimley. Now,
He had some diabetes.
You use Liberty Medical Supplies. Check your sugar and check it often.
Check your sugar.
With
check it out. Liberty Mutual.
Medical Supply.
So that's,
Travis Leisner does that like spot on. It's hilarious.
so that's my week, and I'm ready for us to get into hour one.
Oh, but first, Hour one is brought to you by our buddies at J&S Mowing of Huntingburg. We get it. Mowing is in the name of the company, so you may think that's all they do. Mowing residential and commercial lots. Wrong.
Smoke.
Wrong. J&S does landscaping, retaining wall, work, brick and patio sidewalks, custom outdoor fireplaces, and fire pits, which, by the way, if you haven't seen the custom fireplace with the stone chimney that they've got on their Facebook page, you should go check it out because I want one of them suckers bad. Even though the mowing season is coming to an end, they'd still love to talk to you about an outdoor design project or for fall cleanup. Kicking grass 1 yard at a time. Contact Jared today via Facebook or call 812-630-3064.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
So for me, the first thing, I know like I said, we were kind of scrapping together here today. And I want to talk about Stinkbugs again. I want to talk about the origin of Stinkbugs.
Do you know the origin?
I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
I think
Let's talk about something we don't know anything about. All right.
Now, I might be able
Well-
to tell you about the origin of them and SGI.
yes, that's what I was getting at too.
Yeah, we had some of that too.
We've potentially added to the
Do we want to talk about this?
damnation,
It'll be okay.
the damnation of SGI and their stinkbug population.
Oh, another reason not to go to that swamp.
Yeah,
We'll be back next year. I will be.
Bird.
Shithole. Yeah, big shout out to the fam, our friends Chuck at Rock Lobster. I reached out to them. The house that we stayed in.
Sorry we couldn't put your
Yeah.
porch on it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to post some pictures.
We're going to get some pictures posted for sure. But technical difficulties. But anyway, yeah, if you find some stink bugs in there, we're sorry. They're hitchhikers. But anyway, my thing is I don't understand the sheer amount. Like, at what point do you call? When does it become an infestation? That's what I want to know.
I don't know if you can have one in Indiana.
You don't think?
Nah, it's just seasonal. So you got your stink bugs and you got your other stink bugs.
Like, you got the brown ones and then you got the green ones.
Well, the ones that look like ladybugs, but they ain't ladybugs.
Well, they are ladybugs, though.
Well, but they're stink bugs.
And they bite, don't they?
No.
The ones that look like ladybugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they bite.
Huh?
Yeah.
Up in East Central Indiana.
You're talking about ladybugs as in the ladybugs that are orange,
Yes.
that are a hard-shelled, round,
Yeah,
spotted.
but they're not red. They're orange, brown almost.
Yeah, and when you crush them, they smell like peanut butter.
No.
I don't know what peanut butter you're sniffing, pal.
God dang.
Grandpa Marvin, R.I.P., God rest his soul,
T's and P's.
he used to have a specific Zoom broom vacuum cleaner with about 6 sections of pipe hooked to it
To suck them.
to
puppies
suck
up.
them ladybugs off the ceiling of their house. See, they lived in an old house in Standale. and it's I don't know how 10-foot ceilings.
See,
probably
I
or
always
more.
grew up calling those stink bugs, not these
Oh no, those are ladybugs.
prehistoric looking pterodactyl looking things that are down here.
And they have red wings. Some of the stink bugs, some of the traditional stinky stink bugs, the super stank ones, they have some of them have red.
Super stank 6.
Yeah, the super stank 6000s. They have red wings. Some of them do. I don't know how they're getting in my house, but they're in my house, and it makes me feel like a dirty person, and I don't like it. I don't understand. I mean, I don't know.
Their eggs must be small, or however they're hatched.
Well, I don't think they're hatching. I think they're coming from the outside, getting in somehow.
Maybe they're getting deposited and then growing into little stink bugs.
Well, they're not little though. These are like the size of your thumbnail.
Well, but they're.
The super stink 6000.
What happens if the ladybugs are just turning into those big prehistoric looking bastages that we see down here?
Holy.
Like gremlins.
Here, I'm going to give you a little education on brown bug or stink bugs.
Brown
They're
bug.
technically called the brown marmorated stink bug.
Oh, they're red-headed pileated
The
woodpecker.
Italian name is the Haliomorphia hallis. Is an insect in the family
One of them water-headed
Pinto-
copper moccasins.
Pitomidae, native to China, Japan, Korea, and other Asian regions. In September of 1998, it was collected.
98?
98. It was
Wow.
collected in
98?
Allentown, Pennsylvania, where it is believed they had to have been
Shipping
accidentally
container.
introduced. The nymphs and adults of the brown marmorated stink bugs feed on over 100 species of plants, including many agricultural crops.
That's it.
By 2010 through 2011, had become a season-long pest in the orchards in the eastern United States. In 2010, in the mid-Atlantic United States, $37 million in apple crops were lost, and some stone fruit growers lost more than 90% of their crops. Since the 2010s, the bug has spread to the nation of Georgia and Turkey and causing extensive damage to the hazelnut production. It is now established in many parts of North America and has recently become established in Europe and South America.
It's insane. I came home from work. This was before vacation. I came home from work and it's always on the east facing side of my house.
Oh shit! You know what they're doing? They're trying to introduce wasps to eat these guys. Mm-hmm. So then we're gonna have a wasp infestation.
Good.
What if I'm allergic to wasps?
Yeah.
We'll just carry
Ain't nobody allergic to stink bug.
Yeah, I know, but the wasps are not going to come in the house.
Yeah, but the hell they won't. There's wasps in my house sometimes.
Is that right?
Yeah, you never had no wasp in your house?
The thing is
My kids leave them doors open all the time.
when you come in to the garage and then you turn down the lane to go down to the house, the entire wall of my house was just covered in stink bugs.
So here's how they get in. They enter under siding into soffits around window and door frames, chimneys, or any other space which has openings big enough for it to fit through. Once inside the house, they go into a state of hibernation. They'll wait for winter to pass.
And then they emerge.
They're swarm.
And then they go away.
In one home, there was more than 26,000 stink bugs found. Wintering.
Is it my house?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Gonna drive the property value
I
down on there.
bet I could have gave that number a run for their money a couple years ago.
Well, that'd be great because I just got our assessor notice
Yeah,
from
I
Du
was
Bois
just
County.
telling him I went up 20 grand. What'd you go up?
13 on the one, which has our house on it, and then the other one went up 3. How does a vacant lot?
They
Get
don't
it?
make no more of it, bud. And the one across the street sold
It's that
for
podcast money they got. They know that you guys
Yeah.
are both on that podcast. It's a pretty schwanky place to be.
$4 million in the bank.
And the bad thing of it is you can't appeal it. You'll never win.
No.
Nobody wins when they do that shit.
I don't know, man. I just like where, when, and how to kill them. And that was another thing. Like stink bugs, they sell they have a product at a local hardware store here that I shall remain nameless. It's a chain store. It's not a local store.
Man, every time you say you're not going to mention it by name, you give every detail away.
Well,
Yep.
That's okay. I'm not saying their name. But
3 letters.
it may
mostly
be
vowel.
it may be the place for the helpful hardware folks. I'll just say that. But it literally states on the bottle like stink bug killer.
Doesn't work.
Total trash. Like it is a gimmick. Like you might as well just piss on your foot, you know what I mean, and say it works. But anyway, I don't know. I'm tired of going to battle with them. Like we have a actual Shark handheld vacuum specifically for stink bugs. So as soon as you turn it on, like it smells of stink bug.
You gotta
Because
stick your dryer sheets there in that little exhaust port.
sometimes
Or spray
though
some perfume in
when sometimes if you don't give them a lot of pressure when you go to pick them up,
Oh, you can pick them up and they won't.
they won't juice you. But if you squeeze them too hard, they'll juice you, and then that shit's you can't
Squeeze it just right in there.
they're gonna juice, and you can't get it off of.
So some of the plants they feed on: apples, apricots, Asian pears, cherries, corn, grapes, lima beans, peaches, peppers, tomatoes, and where we see them a lot, soybeans.
That's because that's the thing. Like
Move into the country.
they're gonna a lot of peaches there, but yeah, that's the only thing I can muster up is that with all the crop fields around and the wooded areas and the pine trees and everything else we got, potent combo. I don't know if anybody else has a huge stink bug problem. If you got any tips or tricks, drop them in the comments. We'll take them.
So I don't know when they first cut. So I think they had just cut the soybean field behind us, or were close to it, and that's when we got a bunch of them, thousands of them on the side of the house. And
Which side?
it was on the eastern side,
Exactly. Yeah.
and they.
I wonder why that is.
I sprayed.
Aren't they from Asia?
Yeah, that's what it is. Whoa. Dojo Dave has it figured out.
Damn.
And I sprayed like around the entryways, like entry
What
doors
do you
and garage
spray?
doors. It's a Bear Home Pest bug spray and I think it has done a nice job because I have piles of them that have added up out front there.
I fell my bug zapper when we went to Lincoln. It fell from its hanging post and broke. I still have yet to investigate how to fix it. But before, I would hang that thing up and then like put a tub underneath it, and it would be there because they're attracted to light,
Yeah.
and they would be thousands.
Man, they would cook on there too.
Yeah, you remember them?
Dimming the lights and the
They would get hung between them two grates and just fry. You
Yeah.
know, like, oh God, that's how much is smoking.
Yeah. Yep.
stink bugs go when they die.
Yeah.
They don't. Yeah. So it's a tough spot.
Yep, that's what I got. What you got?
Well, here's what I was wondering about is how easy these damn kids have it these days when it comes to travel. Mm-hmm. Because
Hey, good for them. It's
I mean
fine.
it's good. It's worked out. But I was driving home, and in a moment of zoned in driving, I realized that I had not heard a peep for 5 hours from my middle child or my eldest child. And I was like, it must be those tablets that they have. And it must be those tablets that they have that they watch TV on the road. We don't do it at home. They don't get them. They don't even get out at home. Last time they were used was when we came back from there. But I was just thinking about how better it would have been to travel as a child. Like we had books, crossword puzzles, magazines, newspapers. You look through the road atlas a million times. We didn't have the stuff they have to watch.
I think I remember having like a little plastic chess set.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like folded up.
Little
pieces
travel
in
chess
there,
set?
and then
Can I tell you something that's
Go ahead, pal.
okay? Now, let me preface this. In some circles, when I was younger, it would make you labeled as a nerd. Nowadays, I feel like it's more commonplace to be a part of this group or club, for lack of better words. But Maxwell is a member of the chess club at Holland Elementary.
Nice.
You know what I told him when he told me this?
What?
The Masoner kids, this is the first time in the history of Masoner children that one is running cross country and one
Oh.
is on the chess club.
Yeah. It's wild. It's wild to think about. And I'm good. He likes it. And I don't know how to play chess. I think I'm too dumb to figure it out, which is, a thing.
I could teach you. 5th grade chess champ.
We didn't do it.
Stu Townsend.
We did not do it.
You didn't? Oh, that's right.
Only Maple Park kids did.
Yeah, we did.
Holland kids did not. They learned how to play chess in school.
Yeah.
We
like
didn't.
we did.
We didn't.
I got the trophy at Dad's house probably. Well, Dad's got the trophy. It didn't make the moves.
Does it have a rook on the top of it or a knight?
I don't know. I'll have to
Or
go
a
dig through.
Bishop?
Hey, Papa Frank, if you're listening, which I know you are, can you dig in the closet and see if you can find that puppy? 5th grade chess champ trophy.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, that's good for him. It'll be good.
Yeah.
But you just, kids these days, I mean, and because when you travel into that last bit of the journey, when you get into the old Apalachicola Natural Reserve there, Nature Reserve, you don't get a whole lot of service.
No.
And so we learned from last year's mistakes where we had pre-downloaded some things. And so when we started to get into those little bad areas of service, we just,
The old
hey, go to the downloaded stuff,
Tate's
kids.
Hill.
And it is
I
hell.
liked it. I think it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, it's very
It's cool and everything.
Pine trees.
But like you get in there and you're like, I have an hour plus of this.
Didn't seem like it was quite that long.
I've timed it.
How much you just enjoyed the...
My kids, so with my phone, with the upgrade, we are able to use the hotspot on my phone. Which that thing will absolutely zap your battery to. So I plug in the old hotspot. I'm running a Kindle Fire and 2 Lenovo Chromebooks. At all 3 streaming the entire time. And it was nice. But, like in true Apple fashion, anytime you would stop, or I don't know why, but it would just randomly kick them off. And then they would, hey, something's wrong with the internet. And I'm like, God, we're going through 94 lanes of traffic coming in Nashville, man. I ain't got time
I
to
got time to find the internet for
dick
you.
with the phone here, pal.
I bet you look out the window and enjoy the scenery.
You know how many times I said that? Like, hey, just look out the window, man. Just watch the road go by.
The worst part about it is we'd look back and, oh, hey, Zoe, look over there. And it'd be not even a word. Like, just,
no way. No.
like, great. Just enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it.
It's, and like you said, as a parent, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we
Thing
there
of the
yet?
past.
Like it doesn't really happen anymore. Evelyn gets a lot of like, so we got the DVD players in the car, like are built into the car with the Bluetooth headsets and all that. So they watch movies if you like that. And then they get bored with that. So then they get on their laptops and devices and shit. And then they'd go back to the movies, and then something wouldn't work or what. So yeah, I mean, there's your typical growing pains. But like when we were kids, not a chance. No. I got a CD player when I was however old, and I would bring my whole Trapper Keeper full of CDs and listen to an album front to back, and then literally just sleep, just kind of do whatever you had to do. Everybody got a blanket and a pillow, and then you just made the best of it.
What's the longest car ride you've ever been on?
Orlando,
So about 16
probably.
As a child or ever?
ever.
Santa Clarita, California.
Like from here?
Well, from Brazil.
You mean Brazil?
How long did it take you?
I think we drove 24 hours straight through to Flagstaff, Arizona. Stopped off at B-Dubs, at a gentleman's club, and then took a nap. And then got up and drove the rest of the way into Santa Clarita, which is a suburb of Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
So what was your
Well, yeah.
what was your nature of your trip out there? Business or pleasure?
My buddy's little brother had graduated college and his vehicle wouldn't make it back, so we took the old D-Max and an empty trailer out there.
Ah, you were on a recovery mission.
Mm-hmm.
So we went to.
Who's Duramax?
Mine.
Oh, god dang. I didn't know you were a big diesel trucker.
I did until it started costing too much.
Oh, man, damn. Huh.
We did when I was a young lad. We drove to Yellowstone, 33 hours in a car, and it was a long trip.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? I think I'm past all that shit. Like, I think I'm just ready to fly places. Like, I don't.
That's what like Janelle.
Even though I'm a fat bastard and sometimes I got to bring my own seatbelt extender, like, I do not want to drive. I can't drive anymore. Like, Justine gave me so much shit. Like, in the morning when we left from home at like 4 a.m,
You definitely need that lane correction assist.
I could not do it. I was all over the road. He followed me all the way to Florida, and I am a terrible driver.
like just got.
No, you can say it. Like, I'm not good.
I think
Lots
that
of drifting.
Yeah.
I think that. Well, I told Janelle that because when we went down, I mean, we attempted to leave at 4, but it turned into 4:30. But that's another story for another day. But when we came back, like we snoozed in, and it was so much better. And I told Janelle, I was like, "When are you or I ever up at 3 a.m. getting
Never.
ready?"
No
I was
way.
like, "It makes me exhausted. I'll get in, I'll have pretty good energy, good focus, and then I'll get to Rockport."
Yeah, that's right.
And then I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, the last
Now, see,
time.
that's how I feel waking up at 2, but 4 was awesome. That
The,
was my
well, because that's your normal deal. But like the last time, man, we didn't even make it to Owensboro, and I had to pull over. Like I was just I was just falling asleep. I mean, I didn't want to drink any coffee because I didn't want to have to piss.
Yeah.
I didn't take my blood pressure medicine. I didn't do anything. I'm like, hey, I'm going to lock in. We're going to get up and go. Had most of the car packed. Went to bed at like 10:30 the night before. 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Get 5 hours. And not a chance. Can't do it.
It was. I think that's the worst part about it is you. I mean, and we have some truckers that listen to this program. Shout out, our buddy Mike Kramer, because he's a trucker, and Dad was trucker. He knows about all those things. But you're right, like because you don't want to drink that coffee in the morning because that's the first you're gonna get 15 minutes down the road. And you're like, I gotta piss.
Yeah.
But like
That's where them half-gallon jugs of that orange sun-faded liquid winds up on the side of the interstate.
So, because Janelle was like, "Hey, you look like you're struggling," and I'm like getting into Nashville. I was like, "I want to get us to Alabama, and then you can take over." And then finally she did, and I napped all the way through Alabama as we got down, which was nice. But I took over right. We got jumped off the interstate, got through Montgomery, and then you get onto 231 there, and that's where I took over because she had to feed Rep Man, but. Like the drive coming back, got up at 6:30, weren't in any hurry. Because I told her, I was like, what's the difference in getting home at 6 or 7 p.m. versus 8 or 9 p.m.? Nothing. The kids are going to go to bed no matter what because they're going to be exhausted.
We got out of there, 9:30? Close?
We left the house at 9, but then had to hit the pig and
Yeah.
then our goodbye pictures and
Yeah.
then the bait shop bathroom.
Bait shop bathroom.
Yeah, we had to stop there pretty soon. We didn't make it literally 25 minutes north of the island, and we had to stop at a bathroom that shared its space with a bait shop, and the cricket bin was right next to the bathroom door.
Oh, nothing like a little chirping while you're peeing.
Yeah.
We made it to Ozark. We got to Janelle. We got through Dothan, which was a mess because it was Friday at noontime when we were rolling through there. And there's a little rest stop there at Ozark between Dothan and Troy that we stopped at. And then
We had to dip off on a 2-laner there on the way back because of a car accident.
yeah, that's what you had said.
Yeah.
I like that.
I did too. Yeah.
But no,
They got her made, man.
they do.
They got her made.
And the other sad thing, because we're talking about travel, the closing of rest stops is unreal.
Yeah.
It makes travel so much. And so we stopped at Buc-ee's. We stopped. Funny story. I'm taking the dogs. Janelle, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna fuel up. I'm gonna take the dogs to go stretch their legs.
Did you go to the dog park?
They
area?
take the kids. Yeah. Oh yeah. I cruised over there.
Yeah.
And she comes walking out, and she just looks like she's shell shocked. I'm like, what's wrong? Like,
That's how he was. He
I was
was
like,
he was locked.
I was
up.
like, did you buy anything?
No.
And she's like, no. She's like, it is a madhouse in there.
well, sure.
You got all these people. Some guys yelling about sandwiches. They're yelling out numbers. You know, people are just grabbing stuff. It's like Black Friday shopping in there.
Stop brisket on the board.
And I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. So I walk in, I hit the doors, and I'm
Oh my
like hit you in the face, and I'm like, this is great, but also like not now.
no,
Like it's not what I need. My energy level is down anyway.
not ready for this.
Yeah. So, but you know,
Very clean amenities.
very clean,
Very-
great stop. It was a great stop.
Yes.
Cheapest gas we bought on the trip too. Like it was great.
Did you get a breakfast sandwich there?
We didn't stop in the morning.
Tough
We
spot.
pulled off on an exit, peed, and then
You like
kept on moving.
water. That blows my mind.
What's that?
That you stop on the side of the road on an exit to piss instead of like going into a gas station.
What do you think all those truck drivers do?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they piss in bottles and throw it out the window.
Some of them do, but they'll like.
Yeah,
that's
rest
a-
stops are
that's a
fine.
whole I don't know why he's surprised, and you're looking at me like, that's the only way to do it.
That's wild.
If I
That's the
told
only-
Jenna to get out of the car and squat and wiggle on the side of the 23 exit.
No way. She would look at me and
Squat
say,
and
"You
wiggle."
can go pound sand, bud."
Well, we had. I mean, the kids like. You know, when we do like,
You
because
got them kids out there on the side of the road pissing.
yeah, you're
Oh
on.
my
Yeah,
god,
but
that's
you're-
indecent exposure. What happens if a cop gets off when you're doing that?
There is no cop that's going to stop and look into what's going on.
Now, we've had emergency situations where we've stopped for a kid to pee.
Well, yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, that's not like our normal. I mean, if I got to go and we don't need gas and nobody's hungry or any of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a quick stop. We were coming back. We were north. We were just south of Owensboro, right there. One of the kids, I got to pee. Well, you know that stretch on the Natcher,
Yeah,
there's nothing.
No.
There's an exit, pulled over off the exit, so you're plenty of room off over. Get out. The whole crew peed. It was perfect. Great stop. Nobody passed us. Got back on the road. Like it is.
That's awesome.
But some of it is you can tell, like on the map, like you can see, like if an exit's not a busy exit. So like the one we stopped at was south of Nashville, and there was nobody. There was one car, and with the Suburban, you open the back door, you open the front door. There's your stall.
You got to watch that at night, though. Bigfoot's a rapist.
Yeah. They'll get you.
Oh my god!
What you got, Smoke?
Walkie freaking talkie.
Amen, dude.
That was the highlight of my whole trip. Was the drive down and back, getting to play on the walkie-talkies.
You two clowns talking to each other on walkie-talkies was the highlight of your trip.
And everything with 10-4.
Yeah.
Roger that.
Roger that.
You know, you didn't have to go down to Florida to do that. You could have just sat here in
But it's
Smoker's
way
Lounge.
cooler.
But we're driving, though.
Yeah.
Like anything we'd see on the side of the road. God dang, did you see that one? Or, whatever. I got to get it.
Did you see that booger wolf back there?
I got to get a better look at these warlocks. Hold on here.
You know how much trouble I get in if I told Jenna I was going to get in the truck and just follow Mace around for 4 hours
Yeah.
back road and talk.
Talking on walkie-talkies, buddy. So when David said that in the beginning that we were going to take walkie-talkies, I was just like, dude, that is awesome. Like, yeah, yes, sir, we're going to do that.
Yeah, I'm happy for you guys.
Well, you left your... I'm not doing this again. Like, I'm not putting up with it anymore. Like, you
What did I do?
You had just as equal... Like, we had one for you with your name on it. And we said, hey, this is when we're leaving, and and you didn't come.
There is nobody in this universe that thought that you guys would leave promptly at 4:00. I believed he would be waiting at the end of the driveway at 4:00.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We made it work.
Yeah. Well,
I know you ran into some car trouble, and it's not your fault.
Yeah.
It's fine. And then also another thing, which
Which I didn't realize we were ahead of you.
Yeah, once you got because that's where that old exit pissing stuff comes in. Like you guys are gone
Because we made it down there in 11 and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely. Well, we had to stop at Walmart in Dothan.
yeah.
That was a 2-hour stop, I bet.
That's a bad strategy call there.
Why? We do it every time. That's where we stop. But we don't go out to eat though.
Dothan's such a pain to get through.
Not really. It was this time because of the
Well, I guess I've not been there before, but
the construction was a pain in the nuts.
see it
And
being better if there's no.
we went to Sam's also.
And what do you think about them hosting the National Peanut Festival?
What do you think about that giant peanut looking like
Looks
a
like a
giant
pecker.
veiny penis?
That's pretty cool.
That's rough.
I asked when we came back the first time, I go, hey, what are you folks in Alabama doing? This was to a friend of the program, Andy McHugh. What are you folks in Alabama stealing Georgia's thunder by hosting the National
Alabama's
Peanut
always
thing?
been in the peanut place.
Yeah, but if you ask people on the street, who do you think produces more peanuts, Georgia, Alabama? They tell you
Alabama.
Georgia.
Georgia makes peaches, not peanuts.
I don't know.
Do you eat them slimy ass
No.
boiled ones?
Yeah, I've never.
I-
God damn.
I've done it before, but it's
no,
not.
they some friends of ours that live over here, they do it. Like they'll go get to Rural King and get them and boil them themselves, just because they like them so much. I think it's
I
I've
think
never had one.
I think our
disgusting.
I think friends of the program, Andy McHugh and Gene Mattingly, are out on boiled peanuts, and them boys are from the South.
Yeah.
So I think they're a tourist trap.
I'll tell you what I'm out on.
What?
Oysters.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I could manage it, but I don't see what all the hype's about. Like, it wasn't.
Like, what do you mean?
I'd never had oysters before, so May's had a whole bunch of the just oysters, you know. Like,
raw.
You went raw?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a raw guy.
That's the
and
only
then
way
I got a half dozen of these cooked ones all done up with like
That's the
cheddar
way to do
and
it.
jalapenos and
Those are good. That's how I do it.
yeah, it was just okay.
If you like seafood,
I think it's a win in Rome thing, Dave.
yeah, it is. It is 100%.
Because those things were in the water, living their best life, and then next thing you know, they're on your plate,
They're getting slurped.
well,
down
that's
by
the best
some-
kind of food to have.
Yeah.
fresh.
The walkie-talkies, though.
Mace would carry his in his front pocket and go into stores,
Yeah.
so I'd make moaning noises and stuff while he was.
That son of a bitch. Well, we went to McDonald's. Well, no, we did not. We went to Walmart, and we were like, hey, take the walkies, and we're going to split up. That way we can knock shit off the list. So the whole way, and I got that thing, and I said, you got to turn the volume as loud as it'll go. So I got hit. He's over here, and I'm over here, and I got it in my shirt pocket with that, I got that thing on 10,000 the whole time. And he's like, got bread over, and I'm like, 10-4 on the bread, like, so it was just a spectacle, and everybody was laughing, and it was a good time, and we were literally like 30-some-year-old kids, you know what I mean, with walkie-talkies.
I'm so
Weston
happy for
asked
you
like
guys.
9 times. He's like, Dad, can I try? I'm like, no.
No, you don't even look
You
at
got
it.
your phone. Get out of here.
Not even allowed to touch it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah, well,
I really.
Enter.
Man, I hate I missed out on
You're
it.
in or you're out. The thing is that the walkies, like if we get split up in the traffic though, the range was
Like a half a mile.
It was a little rough, but we made it work.
Well, I mean, I guess the only thing is just next trip you guys got to put in CB radios.
That's
I got one in the attic.
I know I could get one too,
My
but
K40's magneted on the roof of the shop.
yeah,
Been there for 10 years.
unreal. That would be
man-
so cool. We
that-
could get
that-
like some Unit in 510s with some little wheels,
Go
magnet
get them
mount.
peaked. And
Yeah, get them
Beep,
tuned
beep,
up so we
20
could talk to Paris from Florida or some shit.
Paris from Florida. Yeah, no, that's cool when you kind of travel in a group like
It
that.
is. It's fun. Carpooling. I mean, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, there was some times where we were like, God damn it. The traffic was weird, and you'd get lost, and I'd get back, and, hey, we need to stop to eat here, but the other car's not hungry, and, like, some things like that we ran into, but it's like, for the most part, we did our best to stick together.
I'm actually surprised, and somebody probably there was some bingo cards at home that didn't win because they thought maybe you guys would come back mad at each other. So I'm
No.
glad you guys,
yeah,
were able to keep
week.
it
We did
together.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm real. That's good. It was a
I
good
think
test
the
for you
kids were
guys.
ready to come home probably 2
Yeah.
days before.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready to come back. I mean, I was after
I told Janelle.
belly ache and stuff I had, but other than that,
I told Janelle it was probably 3 days in, 4 days in, 3 days in, and I was like, I could really go back.
after about the 4th or 5th half gallon of vodka, I was like, man, I need a break. And them short shitters. Our house had short shitters, like the shorts. And I was so damn. I mean, you might as well just shit in a hole in the ground. Like I was so tired of squatting that low, man.
I was missing
my bidet. Yes, like I don't know how many times we'd have a conversation about.
On the walkie-talkies?
No, like a real
breakfast
person.
table.
when
You
we were
guys should
sitting-
have pooped together like that.
Well,
Did you not sync up your periods that well?
no, but I just shit a lot. You know, that was my problem. Like we went.
Did
through
you talk to Doc Flaming about that?
Why? No.
It just seems like an unhealthy amount of pooping.
Vacation belly. You don't ever get vacation belly?
No.
Oh
You
God.
just stay regular as rain, even
Yeah.
on vacation.
How would you get vacation belly?
What are you talking about? I drank. We drank 5 half gallons of vodka between 4 people in 5 days. Yeah,
And
what do you-
like
and 5.5 cases of beer, and we ate shrimp and like we ate like
we
king-
fried breakfast every morning.
we
on
ate
the
like
black sugar
kings,
on the
man.
griddle.
We ate like kings.
We cooked 10 pounds of bacon, 5 pounds of sausage links, 9 pounds of
Hamburger meat.
well, then fresh sausage. Just
Yeah.
Did I tell you what the one guy told me why the grocery store, the Island grocery store went away?
No.
Jacked up the rent on them.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
So,
Now it's some candy shop.
which we went into, the kids were just,
Offstruck.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, we steered clear. Of
We
that.
want this. We want that. We want. Well, they had behaved. They'd done a really good job. So,
Our sweet treat was the ice cream that night. That was one.
oh, at Aunt Abby's,
Yeah. Which was good. But it was good cream. Good stuff.
it was good. It was good.
well, we got them waffle cones there at the house.
Oh, yeah. We got a box of drumsticks. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's what those called.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Hey, Wonders. Smoker here with today's Pause for the Cause sponsor, Velpen Trucking and Disposal. Are you tired of clutter piling up around your home or business? Looking for a hassle-free solution to dispose of your waste? Well, look no farther than Velpen Trucking and Disposal, your full-service, locally owned and operated waste hauling and disposal company that provides the following services: commercial waste disposal, residential waste disposal with standard 96-gallon totes, roll-off container service, demolition services, and their public construction and demolition landfill. It's that time of year again, folks. Fall cleanup. As we said before, on top of the residential tote service, Velpen offers residential and commercial dumpster service with dumpsters from 2 to 8 cubic yards. If it's a big job you're looking at, Velpen also has roll-off service, offering 20, 30, and 40-yard dumpsters. At Velpen Trucking and Disposal, they understand that managing waste can be a daunting task. That's why they're here to make your life easier. Their state-of-the-art fleet and landfill facility offers a comprehensive range of services to meet all your disposal needs. Servicing the southwestern Indiana region, including DuBois, Martin, Spencer, Pike, and Gibson counties. That's going to be communities such as Jasper, Vincennes, Washington, Huntingburg, Dale, Santa Claus, Ferdinand, Lagodi, Montgomery, Petersburg, and many others. Whether you need to dispose of construction debris, yard waste, household items, or industrial materials, they've got you covered. Their diverse range of disposal options ensures that your waste finds its proper place. Call them today at 812-354-3280 or visit their website at velpendisposal.com.
Hey! Keep that in there, Dave.
And we're back, baby.
Thanks to Velpen Disposal for their sponsorship of the Pause for the Cause. There's still time to do your fall cleanup. There's still time to look into their residential options. Call the ladies over there because Chops is probably busy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chops
busy
is busy,
guy.
man. He's
Him
busy.
and EJ, yeah, they're
Yeah,
running everywhere.
they're busy, but call the ladies over there. They'll get you squared away, get you taken care of. So thank you to Chops and crew for their continued support of this little podcast.
Yeah.
Hour 2.
Let's do it.
Hour 2 is brought to you by our friends at Catering by Meyer. Look, the calendar's into November. December is next. Then 2024 is all of a sudden here. Did you draw the short straw and have to host a holiday party? Yeah, well, that happens. But your guests don't have to suffer. Catering by Meyer is booking up for the fast for the remainder of the year. Don't get left out of the convenience of having your holiday party catered. The gang at Catering by Meyer will work with you to plan the perfect menu that will leave your guests full of food and holiday cheer. Just don't take all the credit. Let your guests know it was Catering by Meyer.
Nice. I can't wait to see what they can surprise us with down at our other dig there. It's going to be a banger.
Yep. What are you wondering about, big fella?
Doodling.
Doodle.
When I came into the shop tonight, like I am not a desk jockey. Mm-hmm. I do not spend a lot of time with an ink pen in my hand. I just wondered that you spend a lot of time on the phone, like at your desk, like or in meetings or whatever you do, in court like you used to be.
Yeah.
You obviously at a desk when you're not up, industrial engineering things, engineering things industrially. Me, I just, shovel rock, and I'm a big dumb meathead, so I don't spend a lot of time, ink penning. But I was wondering, do you doodle? I know
I'm a
you're a
big
huge
doodler.
doodler.
Yeah.
Yes. And
One
I've
of
noticed
my favorite things to do is find people that leave their notepads unattended and draw small penises in them.
So that's what I was going to say. I don't know if it was in this one, but I subconsciously had a quarter on the table, like a 25-cent piece. Yeah, there it is. And I don't know if you guys, folks at home, can see that or not, but I just, for some reason, was tracing the quarter a couple times.
You made a pecker.
And then I just decided that I'll go ahead and form it into a phallus-looking unit there. And I just, doodling. I know Lindemann said I used to be a
There's complaints about me doodling on the show, I think.
big clicker. I know I got busted for that a while back, but my mom was a big doodler. Like when she would be on the phone with whoever or whatever. Like how there would be ink. My mom, we always have a notebook on the table when I was a kid.
For somebody calls.
We'd always have a notebook, like where you write whatever you want to write. Mom would write notes for Dad because he would work nights and then he would come home, and this was obviously before cell phones and all that shit, and they would write notes like, hey, don't forget, this, that, this is what's for supper, lay this out, do whatever. But there would also be like little doodles on there, whether it was
I'm
like
a big geometric shape guy if I'm not drawing penises.
Yeah, well, that's great. So, like, the 3 lines, I'm talking about, like, the 3 lines.
Oh, the S.
Yeah, then, like, you draw the old Southridge S.
That's not a Southridge S. It's just an S.
Like, we always drew that one. Did you ever draw that one?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, like, that was a thing for us because we were
that happened at
Southridge.
the high school. We weren't Southridge. We were just Richmond High School, but everybody drew that S.
For why, though?
Because everybody knows how to draw that S.
Seems a little silly. You think you'd be, oh, see, here's one. There's an entire page of Dave.
Old Doodly
The
Dave.
old Doodly Dojo Dave there.
Yeah,
There's no dicks on that page, though.
No, it's not always dicks. That's mainly if somebody's left something unattended. I draw dicks on it.
Oh.
There's a guy that always would print off stuff for his kid's school at this random printer that was by my desk, and every time it'd print off and it looked like schoolwork, I'd draw a dick in it somewhere. And he didn't catch it once. His kid turned in his.
So there I was sitting in class working on this big, veiny, triumphant bastard. And I got busted with a dick treasure chest. That's probably one of the best moments.
I can't think of what movie that
Super bad.
Yep.
It was super bad. That is probably an iconic moment. That's an awesome deal there. If you've never seen the movie Super Bad, check that one out.
I remember being in high school, like 9th grade, maybe 10th grade, and we took a trip to Detroit
God.
for a machine trades
Rough.
class. And
Did you hit up 8 Mile? Go see Marshall?
this is before that, I think. And we had written in the note, we're all sitting on the back of the bus. There's like, I don't know, 12 of us, maybe 20 tops. And on the notebook, we had, this isn't really a doodle. This is just funny. So, we wrote, show us your tits.
Yeah.
Because
Hell
that's what
yeah.
you're supposed to do. And it's shocking to me now how many people obliged the message to a bunch of freshmen and sophomores on this bus.
Yeah.
But it was the bus driver that caught us because this one particular van of gals went by and they did the pass in Flash.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
then
I'll
we got a
mention,
notebook.
I'll mention a story of seeing some breasts on a bus when we were younger, but I'll just leave it at that and see if anybody in Wonderland can relate to that story. That'll be a little unopened book there. We'll see what happens if what happens. But yeah, so doodling, back coming full circle here. I just
That one off the rail.
I always just find myself sitting here, with an ink pen, just kind of doodling around. And I mean, subconsciously, like I said, like drawing a dick, no clue why. Like I've found myself drawing swastikas before.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like it was here. Like it was on the show, and I was just like trying to, just thinking. And I looked down at the paper, and I'm like, oh God. And then David's like, you better turn that over. Turn it over. Like turn the page, man. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like I think that's something that people do, and I think a lot of super intelligent people do it too. Like I think it's I don't know what I'm trying to get at here, but I think it's like I think me.
I'm gonna take the complete opposite stance of that.
Okay.
I think super intelligent people write down thoughts and ideas. They don't draw fucking swastikas and penises on a notebook.
Shots fired.
I'll match you in an IQ test anytime you want, Bubba.
Oh boy.
I mean, that's fine. You can knock yourself out, but if you think Elon Musk is sitting around,
I guarantee he drills dicks.
no way.
Guarantee.
I bet he
it.
doodles. So you're not a doodler.
No.
Elon Musk, because
So then that automatically makes everybody in this world that
No.
does doodle f***ing moron. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But I think but here's the thing you got to ask yourself, why do you doodle?
I don't know.
Because you're bored mentally.
Yeah. for
Because
sure.
you can't sit there and stay focused and pay attention to what you're doing, so you doodle.
Yeah.
So if you're doodling, you're not paying attention to what's going on. So that's where, like, I try not to. There's times when I do, when I really check out. But
Yeah.
like if I'm sitting in a meeting, a lot of times I'll just grab my phone and check email, or I'll check text messages, or do something else. But I don't try not to, because if you're in court and you're doodling, then it looks like you're not paying attention.
Right.
So you're sitting through a trial.
Yeah.
If you're not taking notes and you miss something because you're over there drawing a swastika with your client sitting right there, that looks bad. So it's just a habit that never
I
got
don't
into.
think we're condoning swastika drawing.
No.
No,
I
I
would
just-
just
I used to use that for point of reference.
Yeah. Like
to soften the topic of talking about all those penises. So it could be whatever you want to do, but
Okay, draw a flash pecker. I don't.
you draw a real rock hard son of a buck here.
but no, I
real
just.
tire tool looking bastard.
And the other thing too, like I don't know how close you sit in some meetings, but you can
Oh,
look
yeah.
over and see
Yeah.
somebody else, and then
Their paper.
it looks bad too.
Yeah.
So
I
So
don't
when
know.
I flew back from San Diego,
what's the pause? San Diego.
which San? There's multiple Sands in
Yeah.
California.
San Francisco, San Diego,
Santa Ana. Oh, that's Santa.
Santa. Yeah.
Clarita.
Santa Clarita.
Anyway, so
Santa Monica.
I had the window seat, and there was this gal sitting next to me, and she had like her computer and her phone and this whole thing. And I don't know, it's like a 4-hour flight or something. And I couldn't help but you talk about notice what people are doing next to you.
Oh yeah.
So she's taking emails and checking her phone, and apparently she's like the VP of something, is what her footnote. You know how you got your signature block?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed to be. And it was some company I'd heard of. Like it wasn't like Dale's used Toyotas. It was like
Vice
Reebok.
President Dale's.
Reebok.
Like it was something big.
It's a slightly better company.
But she's checking all her emails here, and she gets the notification
I love it.
that her I can't remember which particular STD it was, but
Oh, her test.
no, her medicine was in. Like
Oh,
her
boy.
prescription had been refilled.
Oh,
And I
no.
felt so bad. I'm like, oh God. And then I'm
said
like,
She heard you say that? That she got self-conscious?
You've told me this before. It was like her herpes medicine or some shit. Like it was a notification from the pharmacy that your herpes cream is ready for pickup. Or whatever.
I don't know. And I was like, Jesus. And then I felt bad, like, oh, that's probably private information.
Yeah, why I shouldn't maybe not be eavesdropping.
Could you tell what kind of gum she was chewing on too?
Oh,
My gosh,
God.
Dave.
Well, like, you're rubbing elbows with people for 4 hours.
Yeah, I see.
I
That's
pity
like
the fool that gets stuck between me and whoever in an airplane seat.
Oh, I'm sure she was like, great. This fat bastard.
Yeah,
Falling
this-
over the armrest.
That sweat hog mother effer I gotta sit next to for 4 hours.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough spot. Plus, the worst part about it is her IT department, wherever she's at.
Oh, yeah, they got that.
Yeah, they have that information. Because that's another thing that
She's got a meat
you start to
taste
think
that
about.
itches.
Chlamydia is what it was.
The clap?
Well,
How does it? Well,
Yeah, but that's an antibiotic.
I didn't see what the medicine
I don't know
was
what.
for.
I don't know.
Or wait, which? Oh, I thought you gave like the specific of what it.
No. It was like,
The very common name.
it listed what it was treatment for, not the name of it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I didn't go into research what particular name.
Hey, how'd you spell that? wait. Can you pull that email back
Does
up?
that work? Is that
Yeah.
good? Does that work for you?
Does it
'Cause
take care of the burn?
Every
Like-
now and then, I get a real mean burn when I pee. The head of my unit is the size of a basketball.
It's usually when I get done visiting Southeast Asia.
yeah, like when I got these Japan trips, my God, I come back and I can't even walk.
Am I right? You know,
My-
Okinawa is terrible this time of
Jeez
year.
Louise.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's a tough spot. I think that.
Don't check your emails.
Yeah, don't check your emails. But I mean, you got to be.
Do you remember this still to this day during COVID when everybody was having the the Zoom meetings and the guy the court trial and the guy changed his name to but was it Bud 3000 and the judge was like, excuse me, sir, but your screen name is, BF or 4000. And the guy was like, oh my God, Your Honor, I'm so sorry. Someone must have sabotaged my screen or my workspace or something. And I could just imagine, like if you're sitting on an airplane trying to do like a Zoom call or something, and the guy next to you is about to bust his gut because he's laughing so hard because somebody had screened, or if you sabotaged this dude's thing while he was hitting the pisser, change his name to Bud Effer 4000. Don't doodle in court. That's what we'll take away from this one. Casey, what you got?
I don't know. It's just funny to think about, like, people that look like how much information you find out that you don't want to because you're just like kind of scanning a room and you see somebody's phone and
Eating
you're
at
like,
Chicago's Pizza, listening to this
Whoa.
newlywed talk about how bad her husband is at sex.
that's a tough spot.
Oh man!
That poor guy. So I'm gonna go curveball here because it's not what I had written down the first time or the second time. So Janelle wanted to do the classic pictures on the beach. Get dressed up in sort of matching clothing to take pictures on the beach. And I have no qualms with
I'm
it
full of questions.
because, well, go ahead.
No,
Or you, okay.
Go
All
ahead.
right.
Paint me a picture, Picasso.
So my wife asked me to do very few things in our relationship. And so this is one of those ones where
Yeah, we know.
I just don't fight it.
Yeah.
We'll take
Pick your
pictures, honey.
battles.
So we wait, of course, till the last day to do this, that we're down there. So it's just Thursday evening. Friend of the program, Florida man, was down there. And, how it worked out, like timing wise, like he went to go grab supper and I was like, hey, we're taking some photos. Like, if you can come down and take the big family shot, that'd be great. Oh man, I'm running to go pick up food. Let me know. Maybe, coordinate. I said, okay, no big deal. Let you know. So I told Janelle, I was like, kids are going to be ready to eat. Like, they're going to want to get down. Like, we need to start picking some stuff up, start packing, like getting ready to go.
Get down.
And so I was like, we'll just go out there and take some photos. Well, our beach house was next to a public access site. Not like a highly traveled one,
No,
but
but there was one there.
there was one there, and it was no big deal. We didn't have any issues with it. And there was a couple that had pulled up that went to the beach. And it's great situation. Like it, not a problem. They're out there to just kind of catch the sunset and take some photos. This woman could have been Lizzo's twin
Oh, yeah.
in a bikini
Yes.
with a boyfriend
Even better.
that was snapping photos of her rolling around in the sand
Oh, boy.
and taking photos.
Remember road trip?
Yeah.
Going
So this is going on.
Looked like something you would have seen in a Jacques Cousteau
Yeah.
book back in the day.
So Janelle, we take the pictures of the kids, and then we take
Marine photography.
we take the pictures of, and I'm watching this couple out of my eye, and she's splashing water, and he's an Instagram boyfriend, like he's snapping, and he's all in it, and so I have a nice camera. It's a nice Nikon, like doesn't get used except
We took ours down there. We have a Canon Rebel.
yeah.
It's like an EO3 or some shit. We took it down there and never got it out of the box.
Yeah. So Janelle's like, hey, do you want to text Chad and see if he's ready? Because we were at that point where we got the kids, and then we got the kids with us individually, and then like we were ready for the family shot. And I was like, we won't bother Chad. Let me just go ask this guy.
Oh, no.
Like let me give him a break of what he's doing. You know, snapping photos of Lizzo rolling around in the sand and splashing in the water.
Not
he
real
needs a break.
Lizzo.
Not real Lizzo. No.
No.
So I walk over there, and the first thing I notice is this boy is higher than a kite.
Yes, sir.
Like he is floating on a whole nother level where him and Dave could argue about, some Bigfoot conspiracy or Helen Keller.
Higher than eagle pussy.
Oh my gosh. He just reeks of it. And I was like, hey, bud, you wouldn't mind just snapping a couple quick photos, like, oh, girls, like, I see you're taking a little break here. She was checking his work, obviously. And so he's like, yeah, no problem. So he comes over, and I was like, perfect. And we start getting lined up, and I'm like, hey, just that silver button right there, let her eat. It'll snap. Okay, cool. Perfect. So we get everything. So we're trying to get a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 9-month-old to look in this.
dogs?
No, they
Okay.
we didn't. They didn't even touch the beach. So we get lined up, and I see his finger moving around it, but I don't see flash or anything. He goes, "All right, I think I got a couple." And Janelle goes, "I don't think he took a picture." I go, "I know, honey, he didn't take a picture." So he shows me. So he takes the camera and he's like, "Hey, you like that?" And shows it to me, and it was the exact picture I had taken before he got over there.
That you weren't even in.
Wasn't even in. And I was like,
Oh,
well, we're kind of missing, because it was the one Janelle had taken of me and the kids, and I go, we're kind of missing the woman in the white over here. And he looked at it and he goes, oh shit, bro, I'm sorry. I was like, hey, no big deal. I was like, man, you got to push the button. And so then by that point, like the little screen on the phone had gone black, gone dark. And then that was the next thing where he's like, oh, I can't see through this. And I was like, the eye hole, buddy, you can line it up through the eye hole. Like, I'm trying to coach him through all this and get these kids, and the pictures are terrible. And Janelle looked at it, and I was like, there's a couple where one is like maybe salvageable. And I told Janelle, I was like, honey, I can, this guy finally snapped a couple, and I was like, I could tell, I could read the room. And I was just like, we need to let this guy go back to shooting Lizzo rolling around in the sand because he failed here. And we thanked him, dapped him up, like, hey, appreciate it, enjoy your time on the beach. We'll see you later. And
Just hope they got back and all the pictures are selfies of him.
oh
Cameras
God.
are
no,
all
they're
way.
not. I'll have to bring them out, but like the ones we took, like one of them is pretty close, but there's one where like he snapped like right when Janelle was trying to get one of the kids to pay attention. And there's like 3 or 4 of them, and they're just, it's a tough spot.
When you messaged us that and it said any plans for sunset pics
Yeah.
or when are we doing our photo shoot, David was like, we have to go find something matching.
I saw him in there like the white, like the people do the white like flowy whatever
They
like
had 'em.
PJs, not for big guys.
No, they had him at the surf shop.
Yeah.
And he was like, the only way that I'm taking a photograph with you two is if we can wear that. And it was like on a mannequin. And it was like a big white, chic-y looking, like a tight collar Indian looking suit.
Oh,
You know
my.
what I mean? I'm
Well,
like,
and you know,
oh,
like,
God.
like that behavior, like, I'm just going to say this, but you know, like when other races maybe point out stereotypes about other races, that is like the sunset pictures on the beach and the matching outfits is probably the most white thing you can do.
Oh, we did it. Yeah, June of 19. We
Yeah.
took our big boy camera down there
Yeah.
and took.
Lots of people take sunset pictures.
Well, no. I could show you the ones. We took the big boy camera and set the timer. I brought my tripod, the whole deal.
Yeah.
And then luckily there was another dude down there that was like, here, we'll take it. And this guy knew his way around a camera and
Yeah.
it was not high.
Yeah.
So, but we did it in the middle of the day because there was no humanly way possible. We could either do morning or evening because of the level of
Intoxication.
inebriation there would
Well,
have been in the evening.
And this is the second year in a row because last year it was towards the end and there was like 3 European couples out there.
Oh God, yeah.
And there was dudes in like
Bikinis,
the-
banana hammocks.
The dudes were in
got
shorts
their
that,
ball fro peeking out the side.
Yes.
there. Yeah, buddy.
and we
Yes,
were
sir.
taking photos, and finally, like, one of them was like, "Hey, you needed me to take a picture."
Oh, they're Italian.
Yeah, they were. Well, Italy,
G'day, mate.
Italy is European.
Hey, right. I'll slit your throat and throw you in the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So, but he took great photos. Like he was like,
Yeah.
he knew
get
how to work
lucky.
the camera.
You get lucky every
This
now and
guy, he is thankful for Mr. Jobs
Yeah.
because that's all
The cameras that they need.
he's able to do.
then. Yeah.
And I
think some friends of ours, Scott and Julie, they had like professional photos. They drove to the East End at like 6 o'clock in the morning and had sunrise photos taken
yeah, that's a lot of effort.
way down there. FOMO photography. Which
Yeah, I joined the
I
Facebook
did
group
too.
and see
Yeah,
lots of.
They're really good.
photography.
They,
Did you see the picture of the lady holding the jellyfish?
yes,
I about sent it to you, but then I remembered.
Why hold a jellyfish?
Well, they got these weird hard jellyfishes.
they were, dude. This thing was
So what did it look like? Because we had one that flowed by
like
us.
a bulbous.
transparent globe.
Yes.
with little.
No, it didn't have big long tentacles. They were
No,
just
they
like
were little
spiky
guys,
looking
yeah.
dudes. Yeah.
So those don't sting you.
No, I guess
Well, I
obviously-
think
I
the
don't know.
stingy bits might.
I kicked it back into the water because it had beached
Like a
itself, but it was
football.
hard. Like it was bulbous
Oh.
and hard.
So I kept my eyes out. I kept my eyes peeled because last year when we were down there was more of the ones that you think of with the longer. That was dead.
Box jellyfish.
That
Those
had-
are the ones that are bad.
That had floated through and got the kids out, and the kids were like, "Why?" And I was like,
Oh.
"That's a jellyfish. We don't want to
Had
sting
a
on it."
Shark sighting down on our end.
Multiple times.
Justine was on high alert. Yeah.
For sure, a shark.
Oh yeah, for 100% sure. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Little black tip. It was probably 4 or 5 footer.
Well,
And
Dave
at,
could
and
have.
at one point it was.
I was watching for him.
At one point it was probably less than 10 feet away from Evelyn, and Justine was like, "Get that away!" Like flipping out. It was bad.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that's
crazy.
so we. But I mean, and I do like I don't mind it. I just wish we did it like day one. Like you get out of the car,
Yeah.
put these clothes on, let's go take photos. And we saw a few, not as many as what we've seen in the past. Like last year when we were down there, 'cause there was just a few. But
Yeah.
what a hell of a way to make a living.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
these people they call you up. Mm-hmm. Hey,
That's what happened with Scott and Julie. They had it originally scheduled, what'd they say, 2 years ago or a year ago or something, and the guy flaked or something happened. So then they had to go back, and this time they did it for free.
so we could move down there,
And just become photographers.
do photographers, this podcast, do fishing content.
Yeah.
And then maybe we could run an island like because there's
Watch.
Shark Watch,
Yeah.
Uh,
Get drones.
yeah.
We could be drone pilots.
And then I think there's like a real need for,
The hardware shop is what I was telling Mace.
yeah.
Heavyweight pool cleaners.
But there was a bar or there was a oyster place
Yeah.
that's closer to the main drag running
there.
north south.
Yeah.
But we turned it into a breakfast spot,
Oh, God, it'd be awesome.
just straight up breakfast. Because I think the only other place to get breakfast was
Beach Pit.
Beach Pit.
Weber's Donuts.
We ate at Beach Pit. It was okay. we went to Harry A's. I've never had this before. So we went to Harry A's, not the food. We had smash burgers, but they were, because that's what they're kind of known for. It was just different. But we went and ordered, and everywhere we went had a kids menu. So the kids ate, popcorn shrimp or shrimp and fries.
Whatever, yeah.
So we get there to Harry A's. Nice guy. We sit down. Kids menu, yep, good. We try to order quick, like ready to roll, because attention span, and we don't take the devices in to entertain. Like it's us chatting or drawing or coloring or whatever.
Doodling, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't participate in doodling.
That's fine. Yeah. We're
Janelle doesn't either. So it's just the kids.
super smart people.
Yeah,
Go
thanks,
ahead.
buddy. And so we ordered the kids' meals, and the appetizers came out at the same time.
Yes.
And so Janelle and I are like,
Very common.
really?
Yeah. A lot of places.
That your appetizers and your kids' meals comes out at the same time? Mm-hmm. Because then our meals came out after the kids were done eating and appetizers were gone, so it actually prolongs your stay. Mm-hmm. It does not make sense to me.
I don't think it prolongs it.
How? Your kids are waiting on you to finish eating.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have eaten faster if they would have had their food at the same time. Probably speeds it up because you can help them with theirs. But yeah, they are waiting on you. It didn't prolong it.
Yeah, it most certainly did.
Absolutely not. If you ordered and it takes 10 minutes to get your meal, 5 minutes to get appetizers and kids' food. If it takes 10 minutes to get your meal, 5 minutes to get appetizers, and then they bring the kids' food the same time as yours at 10 minutes, you're still going to take the same amount of time to eat your food. It doesn't prolong it.
How do you not think it prolongs it?
Because
you're there.
Because
Because you're there
meal-
for the same amount of time.
No, because our meal, we would have been finished eating with the children. So our kids are done eating. We're still waiting 10 minutes for our meals to come out. Then
sure.
they come out and then we eat. And our kids were done before we got our food.
Therefore,
Absolutely, but you would not have been done.
You would not have been done.
They wouldn't have been done. They'd have been eating at the same time as you, but you would have been sitting there the same amount of time. If it takes, let's say it takes 10 minutes for you to eat your dinner, just because we're going to say a number, and it takes 20 minutes to get your food, you're there for 30 minutes. It's going to take the 20 minutes to get your food and 10 minutes to eat yours, whether your kids are eating before or during the same time you are.
right.
There's no way.
How you figure? No.
Because there's 15 minutes from when the kids got done eating and we get our food. And then Janelle and I have to eat. That extends our stay.
But it wouldn't matter if they brought
If that's how long it takes to get your food out.
That's how long it gets. Yeah. Like they didn't systematically plan it. They just brought it that way.
The kids were done eating.
Right. The food that you ordered takes longer to prepare than said popcorn shrimp and appetizers.
They had the same smash burgers that we had, except there was an extra patty on ours. I'm telling you that it extended our stay.
I'm out.
How are you out?
Well, you're wrong, and you just can't admit it.
How is that wrong?
Well, I mean, David just already spelled the math out to you.
If we would have all been done at the same time at 25 minutes, and we have to wait
Well,
an
now we're
extra
going to
15 minutes.
25. A minute ago, it was 10 and 30, even numbers. You're
Okay.
throwing these fives in here to really screw things up.
No. So if we would have been done as a complete
Here's the
unit,
timeline. We order.
Oh, here we go.
We order. We have apps. And we have kids' meals.
Yep.
The reason they do this is because you ordered appetizers. That's for the adults, not the kids. Then we have parents' meals, and we're just going to call that meal. And then we're going to have the bill. This is the end of dinner, and we're going home. So we order, and it takes this long to get your food served. It doesn't matter if your kids' food comes here with your apps or here with your meal. The bill is going to come at the same time.
Each time.
Because nobody ever orders their appetizers and wants them the same time as their meal. So they bring the kids' meal and the appetizers at the same time. That's pretty common practice. And then parents' food comes after your appetizers a few minutes after. So
it wasn't. It was like if our kids are done eating, this is the point I don't know. Like if our kids are done eating and we still had to wait an extra 15 to 20 minutes to get our meals out when it could have all rolled out and us been done.
well, then
there's
you shouldn't
no
order
way.
appetizers.
Then there's no way that it's done any quicker.
Because the
Then
only
if they
other thing
would-
could have happened is they could have brought your apps, held the kids' food till yours came, so now kids' meals comes too, and now you have 20 minutes that the kids are doing nothing but complaining, and then you guys all get your
But they're
food
eating the
together.
appetizers. Like our kids get, like we order appetizers that kids will partake in too.
Okay.
Therefore, we're still at
No.
the same point.
You guys are wrong on this.
It did not prolong the
I don't know how you can say it doesn't prolong it. If we would have eaten at the same time as our kids and been done at the same time, which we would have.
Oh, if they made okay, well yeah,
Yeah,
but then
that's
you
what
wouldn't
I'm
order
telling you guys.
appetizers. Who orders their appetizers and food to come out at the same time?
No, but I'm saying that if you move the kids' meal, that's not the argument I'm saying. I'm saying that when they brought all that stuff, because some places do bring your appetizers in a close time period to your meal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That if our kids were sitting there, waiting on us to get done eating, as in we had to wait that long for our meal to come out, then we have to eat. It is a prolonged process.
We'll have to agree to disagree. I guess.
I don't know how you can say it's not going to be prolonged.
You're still going to be there.
If it prolonged it by not bringing it out at the same time.
But what if it wasn't prepared that way?
If what wasn't prepared that way?
Like your food took longer to prepare.
I just told you we ordered the same burgers
That
and
doesn't
fries.
mean shit.
How does that not mean anything? It's not like there was anything exquisite that was ordered that would have taken longer to prepare.
Are you on that kitchen staff? Do you know how long it takes for them to prepare said meal? Maybe that's just how it goes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You guys, whatever you think. I think there's going to people. Yeah. All right, Smoke, what you got?
I don't even remember. I feel like this is a whole can of potatoes.
Dreams.
I swear that I talked about this on the show. So if I did and you guys are hearing it twice, I'm sorry, but we kind of thought talking before, maybe I haven't. What's the craziest dream you ever had? And I know Casey doesn't dream. So I'll tell you mine while you're thinking.
Okay.
I had this dream that me and Toby Keith
Uh-huh.
and Tom Selleck
Okay.
were all Texas Rangers.
Got it.
And we're hanging out and we're having lunch, like iced tea, a
Right.
tenderloin. It was like an Indiana lunch, but in Texas.
Okay.
All right. We got a call for a disturbance at a gentleman's club.
Okay.
And this is midday.
Right in the afternoon.
Yeah. In Texas.
Well, lunchtime.
Lunchtime in Texas.
Gotcha.
So we load up in the truck. Me and Toby Keith and Tom Selleck.
Yes.
We head to the titty bar.
Uh-huh.
And Tom Selleck runs in there, leading the way. He kicks down the door.
Uh-huh.
We hear a disturbance in the back. So he goes to check it out. Like we hear the girl squalling.
Okay.
Because it's Tom Selleck. He goes to check on the damsel in distress.
For sure.
Well, me and Toby Keith are casing out the joint to figure out what happened.
Oh.
Well, we don't find anything. All right. So we all reconvene in the parking lot.
Got it.
And it's me and Toby Keith. And then Tom Selleck comes out with the stripper and her dog. Okay?
Okay.
And we're in the parking lot. We're like, okay. He's like, well, maybe we'll give you an escort home. And she's like, yeah, that'd be great because I don't know what happened. So Tom Selleck's like, hey, I'll just ride with you so you know you're safe. She's like, okay, that'd be great. And me and Toby Keith's like, oh, Tom.
Yeah.
So he goes to get in the front seat of this little like Honda 2-door car, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And she makes him get in the back seat.
That's where the dog sits.
Yeah, so the dog was riding shotgun. So me and Toby Keith are getting a big chuckle out of this. We get back in the truck. We crack open a cold one.
Oh, man.
And then right when we pull out onto the
While
road.
on duty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh. They're Texas Rangers.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
And it's just this old state road, you know, like 2-lane. And there's a stop sign there. Well, this county sheriff vehicle goes by right as we're pulling out.
Yeah.
So we look at each other, we chug our beers, and we just rear end the bejesus out of that sheriff's car. Then I woke up.
Wild.
But I had this dream back, this was probably 2005 or 6.
Holy shit.
And I wrote it down because it was because that was right after Beer for My Horses came out.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is going to be the next Toby Keith movie if you ever hears about this.
It's very vivid, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's wild.
Best dream I ever had.
When I eat hot sauce
Yeah.
before bed, I think we've talked about this before, by the way. Like Frank's hot sauce, Cholula, anything, tapatio, anything that's hot. I don't know if it's the cayenne pepper or what it is, but man, I have some lucid dreams.
Really?
Yeah. With other people that, that I haven't seen for years or anything. Look at the size of that. Is that a wolf spider coming across the floor there?
I think it's a cricket.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. You can put a saddle on that bastard.
Ride them all the way home.
That's right. I have some trippy ass dreams too. And like, do you have like the one reoccurring dream? Do you ever have that? I know we've talked about this before. I know this is deja vu from hell.
Did we talk about my dream? Is the
No,
second time we've
I don't
covered it?
think so.
Okay. I don't think I have reoccurring dreams, but I don't. That's the most one I've ever remembered. Most of my dreams now, if I have them, I dream about being at work, and then I wake up panicking because I'm not at work, and I thought I already put like an hour and a half in.
That's nuts. I don't know. I have really crazy trippy ass dreams, but I don't. Like I can remember them, but none of them really stick with me. Like I can remember waking up being pissed, like that something happened in the dream that I was not approving of. And, then I promptly consult the
Accused.
the party there and say, hey, what the hell? And she's like, what do you mean? Like, it was a fucking dream, you idiot. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, it still makes me feel uneasy. I don't like it. So,
That's the kind of dreams Casey has, is uneasy ones.
yeah, when he screams bloody murder in the middle of the night. Shit. What? Wild.
It's a caffeine intake issue.
Oh my God, man. That was nutty.
Yeah, that's a wild dream.
Yeah.
It's a good story for Toby. It'd probably make him laugh,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah,
with what
about
he's
that.
got
He
going
needs
on
some
now.
laughs. Yeah. He looks like
Although I think he
looks
said
rough.
that he's
He's going back on tour.
yeah.
Keeping the old man away, he said.
What's he going to... Oh, man. That's got to be tough.
That yawn or
Yeah, that too. It's getting late, boys. No, like his stamina, like his recovery and everything. Like there's got to be a good couple days in between shows and stuff. I can only imagine.
I just wonder if
I feel like isn't it in Vegas?
I don't know where it is.
I don't know. I thought he was going to go out on tour. I thought he said he was going to go on tour. But I think that it makes you wonder if they told him like, hey, this is a 3 to 5 year thing. You've responded to treatment, but we're never going to get rid of it.
Right.
And
So go live it up.
go live it up and do what you want to do, which is unfortunate. Obviously, you hate to hear that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's a great dream. Smoke. Wish I could participate in the dreaming.
sorry,
That's
but
wild that you don't. That's
But
the
he
crazy
obviously
thing.
does.
Yeah, he obviously does. It's just that you don't remember them. And I know.
well, I
There's
mean,
sometimes-
everybody dreams,
Yes,
but not everybody remembers.
you're right.
To where you can say, like even you said, you have some that
They're just not, they don't like. I could probably tell you about them until lunch, and then after that, they're gone.
I think I just told this one so much because it was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
it's a hell of a dream. You got
Like, where does Tom
Toby
Selleck
Keith,
come in?
Because he's a badass.
Hawaii 5-0,
Yeah.
original Hawaii 5-0,
Like he's a ladies' man.
and Dave likes mustaches.
Yeah.
He's a big mustache guy. Or he watched a lot of Blue Bloods.
I got
That is
complimented
current
on
show.
my mustache again
Oh yeah.
recently. Yeah.
Bye.
A man.
I mean,
That's a great compliment.
Another man.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I mean, you got to go where you can go.
That's for sure.
That's
yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
true.
Oh, man. I can't
Wondering
wait.
Dutch.
Here we go.
What do we? Oh, we're out on soup, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that was a
It was a
failed
swing and a
experiment.
miss.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I could probably throw one here real quick.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I've got some complaints about the ones that we did do. Like, oh, it was awesome knowing how much of each ingredient to put in.
Yeah, we didn't think that out very much.
Why? Did they really want them? They really wanted the entire recipe?
I was told today, he's like, yeah, that was awesome. That white or wing it white chicken chili I
Yeah.
tried. I had all the ingredients, but no idea how much to put in anything or how long to cook it.
Oh,
I thought you went through that part.
no. God. Use your brain, Emerald Lagasse.
I really think the soup season thing was a joke that turned into reality because we talked ourselves into
I
it.
said I made a mean one this week. Chicken noodle. It was literally a rotisserie chicken from Sam's, a head of celery that I chopped up, handful of carrots that I chopped up, 32 ounces of chicken broth, 32 ounces of water.
Now, see, that sounds like a crock pot soup, and that's how I roll.
And then I put mushrooms, like baby bell
I don't know
mushrooms.
you'd put that much liquid in for a crock pot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Soup, yeah.
Well, but if you're
Chicken's already cooked.
Well,
Yeah.
see, like my mom, she does it.
And then I got 1 pound of egg noodles, like those big.
I love egg noodles.
God damn, I do too. Yeah, and I
Where
put
you stand on egg noodles?
garlic in there.
I like them.
Yeah. A spoonful of minced garlic in there, and then a shit ton of salt and pepper. And
Shit ton.
garlic salt. Or no, garlic powder. And then literally just let her boil. The chicken was already cooked, so I took the rotisserie chicken and deboned it
Yeah.
into a pot or into a vessel.
Yeah.
And then after the liquid had came to a slight simmer, I added my chicken, and then when it started to boil, then I put the noodles in, let it boil for 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then cut the heat, cut the fire, and put the lid on, and then just let it set for 20 minutes or so. And
You know, I'm embarrassed to admit that the
Scrumptious.
first time I boiled a chicken was probably after Mom passed, so obviously 31 and on.
yeah,
Like, I had never done it before. Mom always, you'd see her.
that was literally one of my mom's, but it wasn't egg noodles. Like egg noodles are the swirly ones, right? My mom would always make chicken and noodles with those big gooey ass,
from Reams.
Yeah.
Reams is the company. That's what.
the big gooey ass dumpling ass noodles, the real
Yeah.
slimy bastards. See, I didn't really like that.
Oh,
We
we
had-
always keep them dumplings in the freezer.
We had chicken.
Yeah.
Mom would do the chicken in the crock pot and then boil a pot of noodles, put it together, or however the hell she does it, and then we'd have a salad with it. That was that meal.
Yeah, we
And
always
I never
did.
ate the shit. I
Mom-
just ate salad.
Mom would make. See, now Miss Meyer's getting a double dose of soup talk for her. It's just not been cold enough for it.
Not yet.
We've had great weather. So when we did chicken and dumplings,
Yeah, I'm out on dumplings.
Oh, boy.
with the
Not
Reams
me.
with the Reams dumplings, that's probably my favorite meal. And then
Big
like
slimy
the chicken
balls,
noodle,
no, can't do it.
That's how I like it.
not with the Reams though.
I don't know what Reams are.
That's the
I'm
name
sorry.
brand of one.
Yeah, I've never had them. I don't think I have. No.
That's just a frozen brick and little strips, and you got to.
No, I think they already come
Well, but
bagged.
you got but you got to split them apart. 'cause
Oh,
they're
yeah,
it's like a
frozen together.
brick,
Yeah.
frozen.
I like
together.
squirrel and dumplings. I guess chicken and dumplings, squirrel and dumplings, same thing. But I mean, I just
Well, one's with chicken, one's
one
with
squirrel. Yeah, but
Yeah, the dumpling is.
the dumpling is the same. But I
like
guess it just
dumplings.
depends on the dumpling
We
type.
ought to cook some dumplings on this here fake fireplace this winter.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, make a soup at the beginning of the episode.
Oh God, dude, with some cornbread maybe too.
Yeah, maybe on it. We're gonna have to start doing that on days I ain't got to work the next day,
Yeah,
because that's one where I'll be kicking that old electric recliner back, turning on a good.
I think the winter allows for maybe a little bit more Friday recordings.
yeah.
Maybe not, because we enjoy the fake fireplace way too much.
Yeah.
Sneaks up on you.
That's how much will knock
Yeah,
knock your dick in the dirt, bud.
it will.
What we
Here
got
we
this-
go. Welcome to the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week for the fellas, sponsored by Merkley and Sons and Eric, because he shows up for shit. The ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. Well, we actually just officially exited soup season on this show, guys. But soup season is getting ready to take off
Again.
as we got some chilly weather coming. Buckle up. As much as Smoke doesn't want to acknowledge it, it is soup season.
Hashtag soup season.
Yep. You know what else goes
Soup
well
season.
with soup?
Soupy soup.
Some sliced cracker bologna. No matter how you enjoy your cracker bologna,
With cheese.
it pairs well
And a
with
cracker.
soups. And you guys jumped ahead because you've heard this ad read for 3 weeks for sure. You know what else goes well with sliced cracker bologna products?
Tell me.
Soup season.
Fresh slice of cheese.
Yeah.
Could be Kobe Jack, little Gouda, Munster,
Swiss.
regular old good old American cheese, cheddar. You throw whatever you want with that.
Dry.
Thank you. Merkley and Sons is ready for all seasons, But check them out to spruce up your menu on soup night, because let's be honest, soup is really never that filling. I guess it could be if you eat a lot of it.
I beg to differ. Yeah.
I like a thick chili.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's why you like my chili, buddy.
Yeah, I like a thick
Freaking
chili.
noodles.
Like
In
a
it.
thick
That
chili.
chicken noodle soup I made last night was
Stand
literally.
your fork up.
Yeah, you could. I mean, the whole damn soup ladle was standing up in that bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else we need to do this winter. Late fall, early winter. Now that a friend of the show down the way there has offered up his 30-gallon soup pot.
Yeah.
We need to have a big soup cook one daytime thing with kids running around.
Soup
fire.
Soup party. Soup party. Soup party.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
What do we got for questions?
So we've got a couple rounds of questions today.
Dose roundups.
Our buddy John Veach sent these in spooky season
Ooh.
because we are in Spooktober, and the only other thing is when this airs, it'll be the end of November. But I think that first week is beginning of
Beginning.
November.
Yeah, it's not going to be the end.
But I mean, we're still kind of in the spooky season a little bit. He wanted to know, what are some of your favorite horror, Halloween, fall movies?
Man, I do love
Debbie
a good,
does that.
good horror movie.
Horror, Halloween, or fall movies?
Did we already do this?
I'm a big bitch when it comes to scary
I don't think we
movies,
did.
buddy. I am a big bitch when it comes to horror movies. Like the original slasher films, like I'm out on. Like
Like Scream? Did you see on TikTok?
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
well, no, wait, no, maybe I didn't. What did I miss?
The new Scream mask thing,
Oh no,
the ghost face.
I don't think so.
So there's like this whole trend where,
Ghostface Killer.
well,
He was a
these
rapper.
ladies love the ghost face type thing going on.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll talk
Nice.
off air.
good.
This is a little PG.
So for me, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like I watched not the original because it was kind of goofy, but that one was good. And then like for me, I was more of like in the Devil's Rejects vein. Like I never,
That's the one I was going to say for actual. Like,
I never did do like the Halloweens, the Friday the 13th, the Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers type shit. Like I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was too big of a chicken shit. Like do not like jump scare movies and like, I don't know. I wasn't into
You like
that.
the paranormal?
Oh yeah. Like I'm a big suspense thriller, psychological shit. Like as much as I don't want to
That
watch
seems
them,
like that would be more scary.
I don't want to watch them, but like the Exorcist movies, like all them, like the Pope's Exorcist, the newest one with Russell Crowe, like that one was freaking good. Like
Yeah.
those things, shit like that. I don't know. That's where I'm at.
Like any like fall movies? I mean, because he did say Spooktober, but he throws fall in there a little bit. Like, is there a?
Hocus Pocus.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah, let's go. Shout out
Stupid.
T's and P's to my grandma Lois. We watched the piss out of Ernest P. Worrell. Yeah, Jim Varner.
hope you're from Keebler.
Jim Varner was definitely a big icon in my childhood. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I was going to say Devil's Rejects. Probably only like.
Are you a scary movie guy?
No.
No.
I
Are you?
no.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're all big
No.
bitches, man. Yeah.
I will say this though.
Dude,
like,
there's people that I know that go to the movies like they cannot wait to go to them. Like I'm gonna go
no way.
watch that movie. Remember when Mama came out? The movie Mama, like it's a terrible horror movie, and like Schwing and his whole family went. Like they're big scary movie people, and I'm like, no way.
here's the thing about it.
I'll wait for you in the parking lot. I'll hold your popcorn.
Here's the thing about it. I think for my reason why I'm not a big fan of them is there's so much in this world that's real that scares
Yeah.
me that I don't need to go find something for shits and giggles. Like, it's just not my cup of tea.
Got rapist Bigfoot.
Yeah, and dolphins.
But I will say that I like the original Halloween, like the original 1970s, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch that when it's on AMC.
Not,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
yeah, damn. she's
But
hot.
I kind of enjoy like that original, like early stuff. But like, I wouldn't sit down and watch the Scream movies. Like, they're running around and
Did you watch the Saws?
No,
Like the Saw series?
that was even worse.
That one was kind of psychological thriller, but it was gory as hell.
Yeah.
There's a new one out now called The Terminator or Terrifier with that clown. And it's just slasher film.
Yeah.
So like there's huge. We could go on for hours on this, but like the slasher film, they say that like there were people actually getting sick in the theaters because it was so gory, like just gross.
There's no need for that.
Yeah, moving on.
I was trying to think. There was a fall movie or two that I do enjoy, but like Hocus Pocus is a good one, and then that
Halloween Town?
Halloween Town,
Mm-hmm.
Mickey's Halloween Town.
No,
Oh,
it was on the Disney Channel. I think.
we always like to catch the Paw Patrol Halloween episodes.
Oh yeah,
You know, Rebel and Crew.
on
They
the
just
double.
built a haunted house, fixed a haunted house.
Nice.
So in that vein. So John, I know you sent that a while ago. We're not big horror movie guys. It's just not our cup of tea. Gosh, those that do watch it, like
kudos
to you, 'cause
Yeah.
it's not me.
T's and P's.
Next round was sent in June, and he had to whine and cry about it. You know, he had to just, he didn't get to my questions. What happened? Reaches out to Smoke, reaches out to me,
Oh boy,
reaches out to Big Mace.
he's gonna beat your ass.
Well, he's a little guy, so if he wants to come
Turbo.
chop that tree, but
Turbo.
we have another Chuck Norris that's a fan of this show.
Yeah, two of them.
We have two Chuck Norrises,
Turbo Chuck.
and
This
obviously
one's
Smoke's got him in his dream too.
the little guy.
The original Chuck Norris, but Craig Chuck Norris, you might recognize him
North
as a.
wasn't in my dream.
Oh, I thought he was.
No,
I'm
just,
selling
you were
Toki.
Texas Rangers. That's where.
That's what it was. Texas Rangers.
Oh,
I just assume when you say Texas Rangers,
of the Rangers
are upon you.
Anywhere you go,
They're gonna see when you're in Texas. Look behind you.
That's where the
Rangers
gonna be. So, anyways, your local friendly UPS man, Chuck, lives up on the hill there behind Holland. Always a pleasure to see him. Sent in a few questions a while back. We're going to get to him right now.
Let's do it.
Let's do the dang thing.
Red beans and rice or jambalaya?
Jambalaya.
I like to mix the two together in one big batch.
Friend of the program, Amy McHugh,
Yeah.
makes a nice red beans and rice. Tank tops are sleeveless.
Damn. I don't have any tank tops. Sleeveless.
Sleeveless.
Neither. I don't wear 'em. I mean,
That's fine. Yeah.
like
You
tank
don't have
tops I
to.
don't, and then sleeveless, like it's awkward for me to not have sleeves.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
mean, I haven't gone that far in the Bill Belichick.
You're fine.
It's fine.
No, it's not. It makes me feel self-conscious now.
Consciousness.
Cast iron or regular non-stick?
God. Cast iron. Le Crochet.
Honestly, I'm probably going to have to go non-stick because I don't have a gas range.
Oh, yeah. Tough spot.
Like, I like cooking on cast iron anytime I have the opportunity, but I don't have
Yeah.
a gas range in the house.
We're getting ready to swap out our non-stick because of the PFASs and the other forever chemicals that are in a lot of those. So I think we're gonna go to like a
Le Crochet. You need to do
ceramic coated deal. But I do love getting the old cast iron out. Now, since I got the Blackstone, I don't
Yeah.
do it as much as I used to.
Right.
But getting the old cast iron out, and frying some bacon and breakfast, and I like that. So if you had to wear a kilt, would you go some sexy underwear, regular underwear, or go commando?
None.
I wouldn't wear underwear under a kilt.
Yeah, because you wouldn't need to,
Yeah.
right?
That's tradition. Like you don't wear them.
Wait, is that real tradition, or are you just
Yeah,
saying
no, they
that?
don't wear them.
Do you remember Braveheart?
when he
they,
shows my arse.
Oh yeah,
They
Braveheart's such a
didn't-
good movie.
that was a great
That's kind of a fall movie.
Mel Gibson.
because his guts fell on the table.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I don't know. So that's what I got. Chuck, thanks for the questions. John, thanks for the questions. Keep sending them in. We did get another round of them come in, so that was nice to have. We had a few more. We'll get to them. I don't know. It feels like we haven't done these in forever,
I know.
but
We'll get back in.
we'll get to them.
Season 2, baby.
Season 2.
201.
Now here it's time.
It's time.
Don't be upset that it's over, Smoke.
Closing.
Just be glad that it's happened because it is time for the last pass, brought to you by Hopf Outdoor Power. I like to keep tabs on their Facebook page. at Hopf Outdoor Power just to see what's going on. Not being nosy, Smoke. Just keep my eyes on deals that may pop up. I think they've had a couple recently, some nice trade-ins on some side-by-sides. Right now, though, they've got some great rebates on Polaris razors, some excellent deals on the backlot special, and unfortunately, Cub Cadet days are over. Ended on October 28th. We don't want to think about snow coming or winter in general, but Big Mace, it's coming.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I also saw where Hopf introduced the new Kubota RTV X2, where they are taking pre-orders now. So if you're in the market for an old workhorse like that Kubota RTV will be great. Go see the fellas over on the showroom floor, where they're happy to help. And whether you're looking for an end-of-season deal or preparing for winter, they do have everything that you will need.
Amen.
That's right.
Big fella, what you got?
201, Season 2, Episode 1. Never in a million years. I think that's what I put on our post when we posted our 52 episode. Never did I ever think when we started this journey that we would be this far in. I thought it would be something that we were going to do for fun here and there. And now we're doing it for real. And I think I love it. It's stressful. It's caused some anxiety, some growing pains. We talked about those. But can't wait to see what the future holds. Can't wait to go to the Gaslight tomorrow. If you're listening to this, it's already over.
Hope you had a good time.
Hope you had a good time.
If you didn't come, then
Yeah. But no, we got some other things coming up with that, and just can't wait to see what the future holds. Can't wait to see who the new sponsorships, the partners we get to partner up with, and I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. I'm ready to buckle up. And like we've said in the past, the days are getting shorter.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting darker sooner.
About 7,
The seasonal
15 now, it seems like.
the seasonal blues are going to start kicking in here. Everything's starting to die. Sunshine, is going away and stuff like that. If you need help, call. Don't hesitate to talk about issues. If you get down in blue, the door is always open. Hit us up. Yeah,
if you're feeling down, look at a clown.
that's right. Yeah,
Oh, that's scary.
mental health is a big deal. That's
Yeah.
all I got. Smoke, what you got?
Well, season 2's here.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 1 under a belt. Now we know we can do it. We just got to figure out how to do it right. I think we got some things we might try out here to, maybe with friend of the show, Curtis Crow, we might try to do some call-in type stuff.
Yeah.
So I think
Can't
we
wait
might play
for
with
that.
that some.
Yeah, luckily that won't be live.
No, we can't do live shows, guys.
We don't have a following that can
No.
allow that.
Yeah, we just... we're not
Curtis
the
like,
live type.
hey,
of
you
people.
just do it live. Curtis, we run a little bit different show, pal.
Hey, so anyway, I don't know. I don't need to go repeating everything Mace just said. So thanks for sticking around and keep watching because we got more coming.
Yeah. This episode just feels out of whack a little bit. Here last night, here today.
Yeah.
This feels a little different.
I'm tired, balls.
Yeah, it's been a long week, but just so excited about last year and the fun we've had, and I can't believe the year is, the first season of this is over. But we also have just found our way into November, and November is a time to be thankful for a lot of things. Remember that kind of mindset and approach. Enjoy the holidays as they come up. We got the holiday season coming with Thanksgiving, which is a fan favorite of mine, and then Christmas, and enjoy it with the ones you love, and get out and about. When these little towns put on things like the stroll in Huntingburg. Ferdinand does the Kris Kringle Mart.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is.
Kindle Mart.
Jasper does the old Tannenbaum days, I think. Get out and support local vendors. Our girl Blonde Brush, she is going to be, I think she's doing windows now for the holiday season.
Oh, yeah. She's already in the swing of it.
So, not only does she do business, but residential. Like if you had a big bay window or a front window like that you wanted
If I had a
painted
big
up.
bay window, I'd have her paint that leg lamp from
Yeah.
a Christmas
That's
story.
That's a
She's
perfect
painted
idea.
it before.
Has she?
Yeah. Yeah, she's got experience there. So, I mean, if you're looking to decorate the house a little bit, Smoke, you didn't put a whole lot of
Yeah,
effort
maybe
in
she
putting
can
lights
paint
out.
my lights on.
Yeah, paint them on. That'd be great. So, but I think that's it, and keep responding and giving us feedback, and also share. Like we get new folks on a little bit. We've been on a pretty good run, and it's great to see because we're spreading the good word. But other than that, shit, just because we're in season 2 don't mean anything's changing around this operation. And that's the way it's going to be.
Season 1 ended yesterday.
Yesterday, and in true fashion, we screwed that up, which is why we had to be here.
That's fine.
And so we roll into 201. But with that,
Thanks,
Dutchman
guys.
out.